Hello, my name is Sima Shakhsari, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies at the University of Minnesota, and a member of the No Sanctions on Iran Coalition. I'm a non-binary trans person, and today is the Trans Day of Visibility, so I want to take this opportunity to talk about trans lives in relationship to sanctions. Now, you may ask, what do sanctions have to do with trans lives? Actually, a lot. Today, Joe Biden issued a statement and acknowledged the violence and the discrimination that trans people face in their daily lives. And he celebrated trans and non-binary lives. Now, that is applaudable. But at the same time, we need to ask, how about the violence of sanctions? When we talk about transphobia, are we just talking about the individual level of violence? Are we individualizing violence against trans and queer people? We need to talk about the systematic forms of violence that trans and non-binary people face everywhere in the world, including in Iran. And the economic violence that the sanctions have caused are pushing trans people more and more into poverty and making them vulnerable to violence and to death. The sanctions on Iran have basically deteriorated the Iranian economy to the point that a lot of subsidies have been cut, including subsidies for gender affirming surgeries in Iran. Now, a lot of trans people have been leaving Iran because of the economic situation, because they cannot afford to live in Iran. And I'm talking in particular about the working class trans people. So sanctions hurt ordinary people, the most vulnerable segments of the Iranian society, such as trans working class people. So join me in asking the Biden administration to lift the sanctions on the Iranian people. Sanctions hurt trans people. They do not help them. Thank you.